Ready, children? The show is about to begin. But first, we want to take a moment to remind you of important safety protocols. In the unlikely event of an emergency evacuation, please follow the red light members, the exit signs. There are 3 to the rear of the house and 1 to the left of the stage. Also, take a moment to silence your communication device. Remember, no flash photography, so go into your camera and turn off your flash feature. Now please get ready for a great show and remind yourself how not to be annoying to your neighbors by talking and texting during the performance. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
was so uncool to leave you waiting like that, but the lights came down and Alex was still peeing. We had to wait. Comes up this evening to drive. Another day I'm still alive. My heart is full, my mind is clear. Thank you very much. For those of you who haven't seen us in a while, we started out with a couple songs that we're kind of working on these days. Some new stuff. For those of you joining us online on a regular basis, you're probably thinking to yourself, those fucking things ain't new anymore. How many of y'all here are seeing us for the very first time tonight? Oh my gosh! Welcome! We are the Adam Ezra Group, and we are down here from Boston, Massachusetts. And, I'll tell you what, we just spent the last, we just had an amazing 3+ weeks traveling and touring south of Mason-Dixon, Southern Swing. And man, it was amazing. It was an amazing tour. Some of you crazy people actually showed up at some of those shows. But it is so. And for those of you who are just meeting us, we have always been this underground little indie fighting squad, right? And if you hadn't heard us before tonight, that's because you're not really supposed to have heard of us. But more and more, especially in New England, we are showing up to these places, and there are just so many of you here, and it's so exciting. And what is the real mind blower though is when we go to Greensboro, North Carolina for the very first time, and we're there, and people are there. They show up, they pay to see us, and they know our fucking songs. I don't know how it happens. Now let's be real with each other. There were maybe 36 people in Greensboro, but it was amazing. 36 people. Anyways, the whole point of all of that was to say it's really nice to be back in New England. Your daddy told you would rise above run down shadows of this town you love. A passing tape seems to pay the bills. Your mama's legacy, your test of will. Black hot light to your amazing birds. Time to gamble on the life we chase. That's what cut out. Turn the key and we're gone. Can't see Monday. Hey. We got miles to go. And we're driving slow. Taking on today. Taking on. fucking hear you, kid. So we got some singers in the house tonight. I like that.
too much love in the room. I felt like we needed to insert some anger.
Okay, back to love again. All right, so for those of you who raised your hand, first timers. All right. How many of you are coming into this night, and because this is some of my favorite ways to experience a concert sometimes, but how many of you are coming into this night completely cold? Never heard one of our songs before? Oh, come on. I mean, that's fucking brave. You had no idea what you were getting into, man. And it's a quiet place, so you can't sneak out of here without making a scene. You change your mind. Anyways, not only do we like playing our own songs, but we also like paying tribute to some of the artists that have inspired us over the years, and we're going to do that right now. So even if you're coming in cold, you might know this song, and you might just be inclined to sing along with us. It'll be all right. This is, we're going to dedicate this to the memory of David Crosby. favorite musicians in the world. They are amazing. They make me a better musician every time I play a concert. They are so fucking good. I have to stagger their introductions just to give you space to absorb their talent. And we're gonna start with our nasty bass player. Give it up for Ponce. And you're looking for me, so come on. Chop up in the night shop, like something you told me. The same street vision, and I'm into my gold. There's a cold black race, you'll never let my cold. You see smoke rise, and don't let me go. Hey, hey, come on, give me, I'll be come. Pull me back in your trail, and you feel like it's what you cannot find. Come on.
I mean, I wanted to try and play a piano song, but I feel like I also need to sit down and someday I look back on all of my failures, the lessons I should have learned. I hope that the mirror says the scars on my face are signs of things I have earned. And I know now, think about falling, the clouds start calling. Down where the big Tom Cruise make you know what, and I didn't even ask this, but can you all hear everything okay? That is thanks to our badass engineer. Will you please give it up for Jesse and Bill, who are working hard. Sometimes it's not that easy to make this sound good, you know what I'm saying? It is very easy to make that guy sound good. You haven't met him yet, it's your first time on the skins. Please give it up for Alex Martin.
doing so far? Check it out. Well, you've met Punch on the bass, you've met Alex on the drums. This lady here has been playing all sorts of instruments throughout the night. But her favorite instrument to play is the one she's got in her hands right now. So that's how we introduce her. On the blazing, badass fiddle. Karina Smith. I'm switching with oh, never be kissing me. Really too time, let it find me all the way down. All time I saw so early tomorrow. Tonight I found so I can't be found. I don't care, she don't even miss me. I'm switching with plain as day. The night she took my breath away, dancing like a kerosene on fire. The bottom smoke, blue and shiny, gold, and
We have been on the road for a little while now. We played a lot of shows together in the last month. We've traveled a lot of miles together. And when you think of a band on tour, you probably picture many different things. Most of them are probably fucking accurate. That's not really true, because you already know about the 36 people we played for in Greensboro. And you know how much fun we have playing. I mean, can you imagine, can you imagine, sharing a tiny space, be it stage or van, with 3 other people, right? For hours and hours every single day, and getting after 20, 30 days in a row, getting up on a stage and it still being like the most fun you could imagine having. There's a price for that. There's a price for that. You first timers, you may notice there ain't a big fancy bus parked outside the odeum. Just our own little van. Just our own little van. The days look a little like this, right? All right? You drive anywhere from 3 to 6 hours. Right? You show up at a club, if the show starts at 8 o'clock like tonight, we've been here since 3 or 4 in the afternoon. You get here, right? After driving hours and hours, you shake it off, and then you start lifting gear. You bring all your gear from out there onto the stage, you set it up, you sound check for a couple hours, right? And sometimes it takes a long time, and sometimes it's short. It all depends. It all depends on how much of your shit has broken during the drive. Today it took us 2.5 hours. If you're lucky, you got enough time to chuck down a dinner of some sort, a shot of whiskey and a beer, and then you get to go out onto the stage and pour everything that's left out of your body and out of your soul until the show is done. I know, but you know what? That's not even where the fucking fun ends, right? Because after the show, I mean, there's this nice little window for me where I get to hang and connect with the people that came out to the shows, and that's always one of my favorite parts of the night. But then, you gotta pack up all your shit, don't you? Yeah, that's right. The van's still sitting out there, and our gear's all the way over here, right? So you gotta get it back in the van. And depending on where the gig is the next night, you may have to drive. Sometimes it's 15 minutes, but sometimes you have to drive another 2 hours. If your gig is 7 hours away the next day, you better drive a couple hours while you're still high from the show. Because driving 7 hours and then having to play a show is almost impossible. You get to the hotel, you are hanging, you are tired, you are beat, right? If you're lucky, it takes you 10 minutes to check into the hotel. Some of you know how that goes sometimes. Sometimes you're sitting in that lobby for a half an hour while they're fiddling with the computers. You get your key, and by the time you open your door, you are so tired. You couldn't care less how dirty that room is. You flop down on the bed. Sometimes you have the energy to take your clothes off before you do it. But before you know it, the alarm rings again. And it's time to do it again. And you are faced with an existential question.
Kids, don't be a musician. Sorry.
Where was I? The existential question. The alarm goes off and your question is this. Do you motivate? Do you get out of bed? Do you get into the van? Do you drive down the road to that sweet little coffee shop you saw on the way in? Do you get this beautifully, slow pour
amazing, warm, delicious, brew, liquid gold, life blood seeping into your body and giving you the energy to persevere through another day of trials and tribulations. Or do you chuck on a pair of sweatpants, stumble to the front lobby, and pour out a cup of whatever swill is sitting in that pot? Sitting there for hours and hours, hasn't been cleaned for days, I'm sure. It could be yesterday's coffee, you don't know. Those are your choices. Those of you that know me, you probably know what choice I take on a daily basis. But it is that choice that inspired this next song. It's our latest song. We've been working on it since we've been on the road. We're calling it Shitty Motel Coffee. Well, I guess it's time to go. Another night, another show. It's imperfect, but we've had ourselves a time. Well, let's do it all again. Down another road in another band. Another song, another day, another mile. Riding on, riding on. My time is short, the road ahead is long. I wouldn't trade an ounce of gold. We'll have some stories when we're old. But until that day, it's you and me, my friend. Motel coffee again. There ain't no joy without some pain. There ain't no pride without some shame. There ain't no credit without some gain. Don't ask me why. In our uniqueness, we're the same. It's all our sparks to get a flame shining through the edges by and by. Riding on, riding on. Time is short. Road ahead is long. I wouldn't trade an ounce of gold. We'll have some stories when we're old. But until that day, it's you and me, my friend. Drinking shitty motel coffee. Come on, let's go, man. Thanks for listening to that. We have a policy in this band. We never get on stage with a plan. Every single night is a little bit different, and I try to think each night of a song or two or three or four that we have not played in a while, or a song that we don't quite know very well. But I've just been filled up, man. We just, we had our first show back in New England last night in Fairfield, Connecticut, and it was so much fun. And then we've been looking forward to coming back here to the Odeum and hanging with you all. I've been thinking back to one of the early songs that I wrote, this one, and it's about coming home to Boston, coming home to New England after being away for a while, and it always feels so good to me coming back. And so this is called Small Town City, and we're gonna see if we can play it together. you giving us your sound notes?
Last night was a knocking one, now it's coming soon. Rain keep falling heavy on my head. My brothers and my sisters holding hands and marching on. Only thing they did is get away. I may grow, river Jordan. I make faith, rising time. Well, I got a simple plan to get us through these stormy days. Hold on to each other, find a way. We can hold on to each other, find a way. We got preachers on the left and politicians on the right, and new shots painted everywhere we turn. And once you talk about it, also great yourselves the most. You may question and try to make you learn. I may grow, river Jordan. I make faith, rising tide. When they call around the table, so they would and play. Hold on to each other, find a way. Hold on to each other, find a way. Well, I'm marching for tomorrow. Sometimes I feel despair. But I don't possess to carry on. But my brothers and my sisters give me tell the truth. And I know that you won't sing when I'm gone. I may cross, river Jordan. I make faith, rising time. Let our voices be a beat till we live in better days. Hold on to each other, find a way. I said, in our darkest hour, this is what we must remain. Hold on to each other, find a way. Ooh, trouble is right. Hold on to each other, find a way.
So we decided, you know, I mean, once you get big and fancy enough, you get to headline places like the Odeum. You have choices. Like, do you want to do one set or two sets, you know? And we always like to choose two sets because it feels like you get to play more music when you do two sets, you know? But then we also feel like, well, fuck, let's not waste that time in between the sets. So that's what this is for. I want to just play some acoustic songs together, if that's all right. Because we don't have a ton of time together, and we don't get to be here very often, and it's so good to be with you tonight. So we're just going to soak in as many moments as we can tonight. And you know what? It's true, you may have to escape to pee at any point. Or get a beer, or something stronger. Do they serve stuff that's stronger up there? Whiskey. They do? Oh shit. The Odeum's a patio. And that's how it works for you first timers, that there's, you know, it's like, we play a lot of music. We play a lot of music, so don't feel bad if you have to, you know, like get up and, you know. Anyways. It's worse when you're in the front fucking row, isn't it? You got no choice. I got you, brother. I've been there. I thought I'd, you know, for those of you who've been following my life, I'm gonna play one for my wife, Allie, one this time. I like that bottom note. That's better. Thank you for your patience. Come on, baby, let's try it one more time. You bring your scars, I'll bring my crimes. Raise a toast to things left behind. We'll roll one more. Let's roll one more. I've been thinking this call comes around. Still taking punches, chained in this town. Maybe the best of it we've already found. We should roll on. We should roll on. Maybe it's crazy. I know that it scares me. Make each other happy. Make each other happy. Come on, baby, read me like you do. After all the trials, the shit we've been through, all I want is to stay here with you. Let's roll one more. Let's roll one more. Okay. Tomorrow's Father's Day. Thank you very much. We got a really fun show scheduled, and it's gonna be great. But the best part of my day is when I get home after that show. I don't know what time it'll be. It'll be late though. My daughter Willa, who's 1.5 years old, will be sleeping. She'll be in the crib. She's still, you know, she's at that age, right, where when she's asleep, she's fucking out. You know what I mean? You go in there and like poke at her and stuff. But I'm all, you know, that'll be the best part of my day, getting home and seeing Allie, and then we'll creep into Willa's room and get to give her a little smooch while she's sleeping, and that'll be good enough for me. This is one I wrote for her. It's not really true. I wrote it thinking. My wife was the first one to point that out. She's like, you know, Adam, that's not really a song about Willa. I'm like, you're right. It's a song about me missing her.
I've been walking out for miles now, sand under my feet, collecting little seashells as I go. 16 shores in 18 days, promises to keep. But there are moments I can stop and take it slow. If I had an echo for every bar I've played, and if I had a dollar for every nickel made, maybe I could think about staying home a while. But that ain't in the cards right now. I'll get down on my knees and I will testify my faith. Let's start that better. Get down on my knees, and I will testify my faith to the heavens where the darkness meets the light. That the life that's worth the living is built on all the love we made. So I'll gather all my courage and I'll take all the luck I find, with the pocket full of seashells and my daughter on my mind. Maybe she will keep them in a jar up in the room. She might make a necklace or a crown. She might say when her friends' daddies dropped them off at school that hers is out there somewhere thinking about her. I'll get down on my knees and I will testify my faith to the heavens where the darkness meets the light. That the life that's worth the living is built on all the love we made. So we'll gather all my courage and I'll take all the luck I find, with a pocket full of seashells, my daughter on my mind. Well, I love the life I chose, I don't want any other. You won't catch me feeling sorry for myself. This day will pass in whispers that become a memory that will live inside a jar, a little shell. I'll get down on my knees and I will testify my faith to the heavens where the darkness meets the light. That the life that's worth the living is built on all the love we made. So we'll gather all my courage and I'll take all the luck I find, with the pocket full of seashells, my daughter on my mind. With this pocket full of seashells, my daughter on my mind.
I'm gonna play one more before the bandies come out. I'm gonna play one that some of you newbies might recognize. Okay, well, we're gonna play a song right now that requires a little bit of participation. It was a handful of years ago, we were on tour with two amazing bands, Rusted Root and the Wailers. The Wailers, we saw a poster for, as a matter of fact. They were doing this national tour, and they would kind of swap off depending on where we were playing, who would be the headliner or whatever. But you know, there was no doubt who was the opener every night. That was us, and it was amazing. We got to travel around the country, places we'd never been to before, and we got to open for these two bands that we just admired and loved their music so much. You know, we were playing in this one place in Minneapolis. Was it fucking Minneapolis? Milwaukee. And it was a place called the Masquerade. And it was like a building that must have been built like, just picture like if all of the weird eeriness of Gotham City was put into one building. It was like a 200-year-old brick building that had all these stories. I'm sure none of the stories were built at the same time because none of them really lined up with each other. There were actually 3 of the stories held big concert venues. So there could be 1,000-person show on story 3 and another 1,000-person show on story 2 and another 1,000-person show on story 1. It's a weird place, right? And underneath the building there were these catacombs. I'm not kidding you, okay? It was fucked up. And it was definitely haunted like 6 different times. But the bands, all that were, when they were off stage, they all had like these weird little eerie rooms in these catacombs, right? Like there was a backstage area. But there were like no doors down there. So you could like wander into these like hallways, none of them really lit. And at one point, after our set, I started wandering around in there. And I came upon an underground swimming pool. I'm not shitting you. Empty. It was empty. Thank God, because there would have been many deaths if there was actual water in there. And I made a sound down there, and the sound just echoed off of all the walls, right? And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And then, so I went and I ran and I grabbed my guitar, and then I found my way back to the pool, and I climbed down into the pool with my guitar, and I just started doing that, and all of a sudden that sound started bouncing all around, right? And I just started going woo-hoo, and it was the coolest sound because it was all bouncing back to me in layers, right? So I was like, okay, I gotta write a song while I'm down here in this pool. And I've got to write it in a way that somehow the echo has to be written into the song, right? So you are going to be my echo, all right? Okay. Take my hand, take my hand. Take my hand, take my hand. I'll hold on to you, my friend. I'll hold on to you, my friend. Now, first timers, this third line will fuck you up unless you're paying attention. Right? Listen to people who've heard the song before because this is where the echo gets weird. This world will break the best made plans. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. That's the only hiccup, okay? Now you got it. Rehearsal's over. that shit like every hour. You gotta rub it up now. And you can take a fucking shower. What you say? Mr. Boston Wheeler. Boston Benefit stolen truck. Tell me what the fuck. Cause he knew he'd just been trashed. He started joking vodka to sharpen up the loss. Sully shouted, devil, come on back if you wanna press your luck. I told you once you had a you're a wicked stupid fuck. even started quite yet, right? I guess it kind of has started. Is it officially summer? I don't know how that works. 20... What date is it today? Shit, we're right there. We already know before summer even officially begins what our favorite day of the summer is going to be. And I'm going to tell you right now, and I think that you should all mark this date on your calendar, on your phones, okay? It is Saturday, August 26th. Saturday, August 26th. That is the day that we host our own festival here. It's going to be up in Ashburnham, Massachusetts, in central northern Massachusetts, right near Wachusett Mountain. We have been doing this festival for a number of years. We invite the musicians out, ourselves, and all the musicians, some of our favorite musicians in the world. Everybody donates their time and their talent. We call it the Ramble, and the Ramble has a mission. Through our free festival, our mission is to put an end to veteran homelessness in the Northeast. That's our mission. Now, I want to put that into context, okay? And can you boys, even a little bit lower would be good. Thank you so much. Last year, I mean, when you picture a festival, right? When you picture a festival, you picture thousands of people. Well, that's not what the Ramble is like. I mean, you know us, 36 people, Greensboro, North Carolina, right? Our festival looks a little smaller than that. But we have this belief that the most impactful and most important change that can happen in the world comes from small communities coming together. It starts with that spark, small communities. Like us right here in this room, we tonight have the power to make a difference in the greater world around us, and that is what inspires us about music, right? Last year, our little community came together, and we were able to write a check to the New England Center and Home for Veterans for $100,000. Let me put that into context. The New England Center and Home for Veterans, for every $1,000 that we raise for them, they're able to put the resources together to help. And every case is different, but generally speaking, $1,000 provides them with the resources to help one of our heroes off the streets and into safe and dignified housing. Last summer, there were 1,000, roughly speaking, 1,000 homeless veterans in New England. That means, if you're doing math quickly in your head, that we impacted 10% of the homeless population in New England. I want to invite you to drive up north August 26th and join us at the Ramble. If you cannot, that's okay. Well, I think it's bullshit, but it's okay. You can join us online because the entire festival will be live streamed. If you want to learn more about it, come talk to us after the show. If you want to make a donation to the Ramble, every one of your dollars is going to go directly to our veterans. Let us know and we'd be happy to help you out, all right? This is a song called The Mountain. Wait upon their savior. The constituency is doing as they're told. You and I, we will come getting braver as we meet each other out on this road. We're looking for answers in the morning. The morning gets its knowledge from the sun. The sun will take its wisdom from the mountain. Where we'll be sleeping when the summer day is gone. And our footsteps hand at the river, and it feels like it's all meant to be. And every never live, all the light stumbles out of me. stumbles out of me. Give it up for our badass rhythm section one more time. Punch it out. These nasty gentlemen are going to start this next one off. we got time for just a handful more songs tonight, and I want to thank you all again so much. I know I've said it a lot. I really do mean it. I made a lot of jokes over the course of the night about us, right, in our little indie bandness, right, but really, and we talk about it a lot in the band, we could not ever ask for anything more than getting to play music on a night like this to an audience like this. Because like a man, slide like a fan. I've been wanting to dance all night. This party's slowing, heavy going. Wanna walk me outside. Stars on, it's a perfect sky. What if we all been there tonight? What if we never see the sunrise? I don't know for the right time. For you to stop this run round. Come on, put your headphone down. Let your headphone down. I'm a whiskey drinker, late night drinker. I don't know where the figure you at. I'd like to take with my honey now. Do not have much money. I wish you would like somebody. The world's as big as we can dream. What if we all be here tonight? What if we never see the sunrise? I don't want to wait for the right time. For you and to snap this arm around. Put your headphones on. Put your headphones on. And the man I do lost my tattered legs and such. Look at you all dressed in white. And the man I run in your back, but I will get your back. Well, if we only had tonight, what if we never see the sunrise? I won't wait for the right time. For you and me to stop this wrong around. What if we only had tonight? What if we never see the sunrise? I won't wait for the right time. singing, y'all.
Yesterday I'm all confused, looking for life through the pouring rain. You know there's a game that I had to lose, and I'm feeling the strain. Ain't it a shame? People take my soul, get lost in the rock and roll and drift away. Understand the things I do. The world outside seems so unkind, and I'm counting on you to carry me through. People take my soul, get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. People take my soul, get lost in your rock and roll and my mind's deep, simple melody can free me. When I'm feeling blue, the guitar's coming through to soothe me. Thanks for the joy that you gave me. I want you to know I'm leaving this song, rhythm and rhyme and harmony. Long, you'll become strong. Give it to people, sweet my soul. Get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Woo! Seven, come on. Give it to people, sweet my soul. Get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. I got so excited on that last song I broke my guitar. Let me tell you our plan right now. We're going to play one more song plugged in. And then afterwards, and for those of you newbies here today, we are not the types to pretend that the show is over and walk off the stage. Fucking clap and clap and clap. We instead, especially in a beautiful space like this, we're gonna unplug and we're gonna play a couple songs to finish up. We're gonna sing a couple songs to finish up, all right? That's our plan. When COVID started, many of you noticed, but I decided to start live streaming the first day that the tour was canceled. It was March 13th, 2020. And I was joined by
this incredible number of people from our community. And over the days and months to follow, that community grew and spread out over the entire world. We ended up gathering every single night online together when the world was shut down for 500 nights in a row. And there was one of the we are gathering tonight. I didn't know if you know this, but we're live streaming tonight. So there are gatherers all over the country and the world that are going to watch this. You can wave to them in the back, up on the balcony. Which means that you too, if you want to relive this craziness, you can go online and you can watch this show. You also, by the way, Ponce, what do you think? Do we have a thumbs up, you think?
70%.
Okay, he's 70% confident that he was not only able to spend the entire evening playing bass and singing his ass off, but he was also recording this evening as he was going. And what that means is approximately 3 minutes and 27 seconds after the last note of our last song, there will be thumb drives available on our little table out in front of this entire night if you want to take this memory home with you. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the back. May it always grow steady wherever you roam. May it turn when you're ready to carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the man. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glance of God's great design. Some say it's the science of all things combined. May we look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us, and all that we see is to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Is to land good company. Is to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we had. For these moments pass lightly, won't come again. May our lives all burn brightly, right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up your glasses. Let us sing.